Welcome to Days at Dogwood Canyon, a nature podcast brought to you by Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center in Cedar Hill, Texas. This is a podcast that will take you into our 200-acre wildlife preserve in the heart of the DFW Metroplex. Take a quick weekly break with us and get outside with the fresh air, the trees, and of course, the birds. My name is Kiersten, and I'm Center Coordinator Community Programs here at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center.
And I'm Julie Collins, the Center Director for Dogwood Canyon.
Welcome, listeners, to our Days at Dogwood Canyon podcast. This is a podcast about nature, birds, plants, and us. We'll talk about how we all rely on each other to live our best lives. And today we're talking about the Summer Tanager. I did not say the other name.
No.
Won't talk about that one right now.
Good job.
And our scientific name for the Summer Tanager is...
Parangaruba.
Nice. We were talking about it. Sounds like a dance move.
Yes.
It does sound like a dance move.
Envision us dancing in our chairs.
Yes, we're dancing in our chairs right now. So this guy for our area in the DFW Metroplex is a summer migrant. Sometimes they'll stay. Sometimes they just kind of pass through.
Yes. And it's interesting about the name. They are called a tanager, but with more research. They used to be considered a true tanager, but with more research, they are now considered part of the cardinal family. Cardinalidae.
Okay.
Which includes the cardinals, tanagers, buntings, grosbeaks, and dickcissels.
Dickcissels! We'll talk about them one of these days.
Okay.
So I didn't know that they had been reclassified into that family. Mm-hmm. So interesting. Let's talk about what we're looking for the Summer Tanager. The male.
The male is entirely red. The beak is going to be more of a creamy color, but otherwise all red. It's our only bird in North America that is entirely red.
Yes. So that's the males. Now the females, who never get as much attention.
They don't, because they blend with the foliage a little bit better, which is fine. It's doing their job. But I've seen the color described as mustard yellow.
Yes, mustard yellow. I have never seen the female, but it's very hard to actually see the male as well.
I have seen the female.
Have you?
We've had both here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. I know that we have some of our master birders when they come through back on the Dogwood Trail is usually where they say they hear it or see it.
Yes.
But that they usually just fly through with us. I don't think we've ever had them stay all summer.
We have had some that stayed all summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, which is why I kind of move my hand in a wishy-washy way, saying, maybe they migrate through, maybe they breed here. So I think it's not really known. They do breed in Texas.
Okay. It may be depending on how far south they come from.
That could
Maybe
be.
if they're real far south and then they hit Texas and like, this is good enough.
We're done. Yeah.
So what you might be looking for, like a habitat kind of area, Dogwood Canyon is very nice for them.
Yeah, because they like edges of open deciduous forests, pine oak forests, or even gaps within forests.
Nice.
And that is going to be the most common breeding habitat across the southern mid-Atlantic U.S., which of course includes Texas. Oddly, though, they can be found in a wide variety of places. As far west as Southern California.
Nice.
As far east as Florida. As far north as eastern Canada. So it's actually a variety of places that they can be found, but it's going to be surrounded by trees, no doubt.
Nice. It also says here, actually, on our Audubon bird app that we have, that they do like to have like a cottonwood willow forest along streams.
Yes.
Maybe that indicates here at Dogwood, like if we have a good rainy year and we have some flowing water, maybe they decide to stay, and when it's a drier year for us, they decide to leave.
That could be.
Yeah. So that could be something also when you're looking for them, if you know where there's kind of a stream place or our lovely cottonwoods that, we have a love-hate relationship with the cottonwood.
Sure,
really.
yeah.
If
beautiful in the right place.
Right. And then when it's in your neighborhood, you hate it.
Yes.
But if there's like a forested area with a stream, you might have a good chance of possibly seeing
might improve your chances.
Improve your chances, yes, that's true. So as we were talking about, my husband and I do Climate Watch,
Yes.
which is something that everyone can participate in with Audubon as well. And we just went out to a ranch where he works to walk that and do the Climate Watch. And our handy dandy little Merlin app indicated that there was a summer tanager, and the song was correct. So we do believe that. But we literally stood at the tree looking up for 20 minutes and walking around in a circle, and we could not see him. And he was calling the entire time.
Yes.
And both my husband and I were like, are we blind? It's a giant red bird. How are we not seeing it? But they are notoriously difficult to see even when you're standing right underneath a tree.
Yep. They might be at the top of a tree, but not the tippy top. They will hide within the leaves.
Yes, that one was super fun for us, and we never did see it that day. But we still counted him because he called. I mean, he literally called the whole time we were standing there. So, talking about calls.
Yeah.
If you happen to be out and about and you'd like to know, what do they sound like? They actually have a variety of songs, and it may actually depend on east versus west are different. So what I'm going to do is play a couple of calls for you, and if you hear these calls, you might be near a summer tanager. That's one of them. You might also hear something like this. Or possibly something like this. Those are all three different songs. That is a possibility, depending on where you live and depending on probably where, when they were young, they learned the song from.
Right. All very chirpy.
Yes, very, very
sing-songy.
chirpy. Has a little bit of a whistle in each one. It kind of goes up and down, falling
Yes.
and rising. So that is something that they all had. That may depend on where you are. But this actually came from, like I said, the Audubon app, which is a really great one to use. And this music is provided by Lang Elliott. So thank you very much, Lang Elliott, for our audio. Now, we were talking about what they look like.
Yeah.
And I said they're a very large songbird.
Well, okay. Well, in terms of songbird, yes.
Yes.
A large songbird. They are bigger than a sparrow, smaller than a robin. So I think they're a little larger than a cardinal.
I think by just a bit, but also it's probably would be like, are you sitting next to a cardinal?
Right.
You might not be able to tell that.
And at first glance, you might think you're looking at a cardinal, but remember, a cardinal has a black face and a crest, very strong crest. They also have a very triangular beak, whereas the tanagers have a longer, thick beak.
Yeah, and the cardinal's beak, when they're full-grown adults, will be orange.
Yes.
And so that's a good way to tell the difference as well. And probably because you can see the cardinal. As we just said, it's
Right.
hard to see the summer tanager. But according to one of our other items here that we're looking at, they are about 7.5 to 8 inches.
Yeah.
The summer tanager. So that is, I mean, that's pretty big for a bird.
Oh, yeah. It's decent
It's not
size.
a crow, but that's
No.
pretty good.
And if you're looking for coloration and you see something wonky, it's probably not a genetic aberration. It's a juvenile male that is molting into its mature colors. And to me, it looks like a tie-dye gone wrong.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of cool, though, to see that, though.
Yes,
to catch a glimpse of
it's
that.
a mix of orange, red, and yellow.
Yes. All right, so tanagers, can I attract them to my yard with certain foods that I put out?
Maybe. They eat a wide variety of insects, but they will eat some berries as well, some fruits. I think during the breeding season, it's high insect
Yeah.
consumption. And interestingly, they can snatch insects from the air.
Cool. Yeah, it says, I have seen it read somewhere or written somewhere. Maybe somebody told me, I don't know. They can catch bees.
Yes.
And then they will rub it on a branch to get the little stinger off.
Yeah.
And they can eat that.
So they will also raid a wasp nest.
Whoa!
Because they love the larva.
Oh, that makes sense.
But guess what they have to do first?
They have to get through all the adults, I'm sure.
They do. And they manage to not get stung, but they can, one by one, pick off an adult, go smash it on a twig or wherever they're perching, and then rub it on there to subdue it or kill it.
Wow.
And then eat it. Then it's food. And then, once it's, and I imagine it takes maybe
That's
days.
going to take some time. What are the other wasps doing?
Right.
Really, you see a big giant thing coming at you. No.
But once they get rid of most of the adults, then they just go and rip that nest open and get after the larvae.
Wow. So definitely, if we've got some paper wasps hanging around, we want a summer tanager in our backyard. Mm-hmm. A great way maybe to attract them since they're not real seed eaters, that's not going to attract them,
right.
A bird bath.
Yeah.
Those are always nice for animals that need insects to eat, and you can't attract them with bird seed. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, planting native plants.
Yes.
Because that's going to attract your native insects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pollinators and other insects that many things live off of.
It also says in some of our information that we have found that the east versus west nests will look completely different. So an eastern nest you can actually kind of see through the bottom, like you can see the eggs through the bottom.
Oh.
So maybe the eastern ones in the east are like, we got to get this done real quick. Who cares what it looks like? Whereas in the western nests are made really sturdy and they're well put together, and you can't there's no little holes in it. I wonder how that ended up happening.
Right.
It's interesting.
Is it the habitat? Is it the material available?
Yeah.
Is it timing?
Is it them as a population? Mm-hmm. Is it the same kind? Is it the same bird that goes western every single time when they migrate? Or and then you learn from whatever nest you were in that you keep that in your memory?
Right.
That is an interesting question.
That we do not have answers to.
No, but anybody listening who's looking for some sort of scientific topic, that sounds very interesting.
Or if you have information on that, drop it in the comments. We'd love to learn more.
That is very, very interesting. So, like we said, we usually see them here in the United States in the summer. Mm-hmm. We don't really know why they're called a summer tanager, do we?
We don't. I mean, they're not the only bird that shows up in the summer.
No. So, that would be interesting, too, if anybody knows the answer to that one. Where did they get that name?
They are very territorial, though.
Oh, are they?
They fiercely protective of their breeding habitat as well as their foraging areas. They need about 25 acres of area to thrive really well. So we had how the cardinals will peck at a mirror?
Yes.
Because they think that they see another cardinal.
Yeah.
Here at Dogwood, we had a summer tanager kept pecking at a window because it saw its reflection in the glass.
Ah.
And I think it was starting to wear its keratin off on the windows. It was hitting it so much, and it was just so persistent. I mean, adamant that other bird shall not be here. And so we ended up hanging a string across the window and taping sheets of paper, an 8 and 11 by sheets of paper across the whole thing to block the window so that he could calm down and
realize you're spending an awful lot of energy on something that's not fighting back.
That's right. Good luck with winning that fight.
Although I guess in his view, it wasn't leaving, so...
Oh, boy. So, they are an interesting bird.
They are, and they're definitely worth giving it a try to go out and see them. So a lot of people now use the Merlin Bird ID app to record bird song to see who is outside. So if you do that and you see summer tanager pop up and it's the right time of year for your area, then take a minute and see if you can find them, because they're definitely worth searching for.
Definitely. And they can have 1 to 2 broods a year. 3 to 4 eggs. The egg colors are pale blue to pale green with some brown markings on them. Conservation status, they are widespread across their breeding grounds. The only place that they're really declining sharply is along the lower Colorado River. And
I wonder
maybe
if they're
a few
losing
other
habitat
locales.
there. in
Most
that area.
likely, especially lower Colorado River, I don't know, might be losing water as well.
Yeah, that's true. Well, very cool. Now, as we've said before, with some of our migrating birds, you can watch them migrate on the Audubon Migratory Bird Explorer. I didn't call that the right thing, did I?
You did.
Did I? Yay!
The MBE.
Yes, nice. So you can watch them migrate up, which is super fun, to watch them move up from South America to where they come. And here at Dogwood Canyon, I know that recently, which in 2026 year, we've seen or heard them on the far end of our Dogwood Canyon loop, down in the valley kind of area. Is that typically where we've seen them here, or in the past did we see them somewhere else?
They've been more around the building.
Oh, okay.
So I've seen a pair out by our bird mew
Oh,
back there, and then also the one that was hanging around over here that was tapping the window.
okay. All right. So sometime during the summer, if you guys are in the area, come and visit with us at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center. And if you're lucky, you might get a look at a Summer Tanager.
Absolutely. Stay still and observe. And then, as always, click our links to our website, like, follow, or comment. We'd love to hear from you, and especially if you have additional information to share with us.
Thanks for listening, everybody.